Okay, exhibition ground. Pet food. Multicultural, the old YMCA. Exhibition ground, different colors. This could be a little long one there. There's so much history. And that's Winner's Sport Bar. And that's the grandstand behind it. So this area has been here for a long, long time. I like to go somewhere where I won't get shot. They got windows open, I don't like that. Maybe I should come here at night. We'll take a chance. This is the grandstand. Used to have a grandstand like that in St. John. But see all this land? Can they get in there? I don't think so. No, that's boat. How the hell do you get in there? Okay. See that? First I ever noticed that old sign. Look at that. I never noticed that before. Fredericton Raceway. I don't know if this is going to work. Or this going to fall down. This could fall down. Sorry, you regular reviewers. You'll stick around. Satellite looks like that's broken. You that have ADHD, you would have left a long time ago. Okay, how about here? Okay, so I don't know. Is that okay? Okay, we're at the exhibition ground in Fredericton, not in St. John. They still got the one in St. John, I'm not sure. Let me check if the video's still going. I can't even tell you. Okay. I'm very, 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 very sorry. This is a long one. So anyway. So this is exhibition ground. You see where we came in. The back. We're just good to have the exhibition. The building. The building was, what was his name? Alexander Gibson, was it? And he had the exhibition built, and it burnt, if I recall right, which I'm not from Fredericton. And then at the end we see the grandstand, and we have behind me harness racing. Now, harness racing. Myself, remember when we were kids, Kmart's. Remember Kmart? I still exist down the state, I think. But I remember I used to be a kid and write my parents' name, put it in the ticket, and every night we would get home and watch, what was it? CHSJ TV, I guess, and we used to watch the harness racing that the tree first. See, that's why I should have editing with take 1, take 2 in these videos. But anyway, I make a fool of myself once and that's it. but we used to prize at 1, 2, 3, and if your name was connected with the ballot, you won a prize, 25 bucks I think it was, and second prize 15, third prize 5, or anyway. So those wars, you know, it was interesting to watch. Harness racing. I remember was it Palmer? Palmer, he's dead now, God bless him. He used to have a talk show host. He used to have a talk show host for sports in St. John, and I would tell him, CFBC, the good old days. Call him, well, I had a boring weekend, and then why's that, Charles? I went to a harness racing event, and I fell asleep. Oh, I ever got it mad. Now, harness racing, in my opinion, it was good for a while. Myself, I like thoroughbred racing, like, you know, the Preakness, the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. You know, the best race of all time was, never mind, Secretariat. The best one was in the late 90s, I think it was. Real Quiet and Sunday Silence. You know, you hear the announcer. Real Quiet on the right, and Sunday Silence on the left, and down the stretch they come. And go to YouTube, write Sunday Silence and Real Quiet, and you will see it. But harness racing is a thing of the exhibition ground been here. Harness racing is here once in a while, and the only thing that keeps this thing up is winters, and it's called the infamous VLTs. They got VLTs in there. Now, our phony mayor, Michael Bryan, wants to build a playhouse in the flood zone. Idiot. Anyway, a lot of people are upset, but more people are learning more and more and more that our mayor is truly an idiot. He's way over his head. Smile, smile, smile. And the whole world smiles with you, but that's not what's going to happen here, because you can't satisfy both parties by smiling. You got to smile to someone and be serious to the other. This thing here, when I first came to Fredericton, I was in front of the legislator in that tent, you know the story, and I collected a petition to stop our kids. I know, you're saying, where the hell am I going with this? To stop our kids being drugged, Ritland, by the teachers in our school. Do a study how our kids are being drugged. After a while, I said, well, I did good. I collected 400 names. Then they told me, I said, but I never been downtown yet. That was before the new convention center. It was all a part there. People told me that is downtown. I said, this is it, a couple of buildings, this is the Capitol. And downtown is always being promoted, you know, like Bruce McCormick sleeps with Michael Bryan against the poor. But anyway, that's another story. We'll get to that later. But downtown, what is downtown? Downtown, in people's mind, is only Queen Street and King Street. There's only 2 streets in Fredericton, King and Queen. When it comes to this area here, this is not known as downtown. This area is off Smythe Street. Smythe, Aberdeen, this area is not considered downtown. I mean, it's only a couple of blocks away, but these snobs, they don't like to walk. They like to drive their cars. But this is like, they can't develop in here because of a little grandfather clause. Remember what they call it? The exhibition days are here. They call it the fair or whatever. There's a little speculation in the lease. As long they have exhibition days here, you know, all the circus, the Ferris wheel and all that. As long as they have it here once a year, this area cannot be touched. They got to leave this area alone. And Reno exhibition days, it costs about $100 just to, cost what, $15 each to get in there. So they're making it an event that's almost, it's not family orientated. It used to be, you know, animals and all. Boy, this is a long one. It used to be animals and everything, and you know, the farmers. But now it's money, 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 money. That's the capitalist system. So exhibition days is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, while the city is getting bigger and bigger, and even downtown. They're starting to get rid of all old buildings, but exhibition ground cannot be touched. Now I see it could be connected, the whole area. This thing here should be just, okay, across the street there's some apartment buildings. We don't want to have a bunch of condos here, but we should be able to have that snobby playhouse. Why not on exhibition ground? Harness racing is over. I'm very sorry. I am very, very sorry, but it's over. There's no interest in harness racing. The grandstand, how long was the last time this grandstand was full? It's over. This is an era, it was fun, but it's over. So, Fredericton is growing. We'll grow more once we get rid of this idiotic mayor. We gotta wait 3.5 years. And why not just say, okay, we gotta turn the page and move on. So, exhibition ground, we don't want this to be all condos and for the snobs, but it's time to say bye-bye. The building, it can be saved to still have their little events, except go in the convention center and pay a fortune. But, you know, the Playhouse, why not here? So, is it me? Oh, I can't say S-H-I-T. Is it me that's full of it? Which we know I am. But is it time to move on and exhibition ground say, okay, it's over. Let's develop it. And the Playhouse, we have to make this area part of downtown. This is downtown. Exhibition ground is in the downtown area, and they have to start promoting it as is in downtown, even though this is just a couple of blocks away. But the snobs, they gotta learn how to walk. So they just gotta walk like the farmer's market, their nose up in the air, and just walk a couple of blocks. Am I full of what, or am I right?